All right, good morning, cyber friends. This the Mitty Man coming at you from Walk Studio by Ken Studio B. And I know y'all must have been thinking, where have I been all this day? But I took well, not a break from the PC, but I was in and out of YouTube practically all day today. I was listening to some Prince, all the Prince old music and stuff, along with some more stuff from the time and March Day and all of it. And I did that most of all day up until just a few minutes ago, not too long ago. I stopped to do this video. I want to say something here now. I know the title of my video is probably throwing y'all off a little bit, but let me tell you, don't let it throw y'all, but just listen to the video and you will understand the title. Just listen to the video and you will understand the title. I had a great uncle. His name James Marshall, and years ago when I was a small boy. Uncle James, he stayed over here near Sherman in a place called Bachitla. Some of you may know, have heard of it, but he lived there long years ago. I was very small. And he used to have these things called Saturday night suppers. And he would get together with his other brothers and sisters, my grandmama, was his sister, Leola Walker Marshall, and one of his brothers from over here in Shelman, named Bob Marshall. And he would get together with all the sisters and brothers that he could gather together. And they would have these things they call Saturday night suppers. Now, some of you may remember what those were. And we used to have a pretty good time, because I used to get with my cousins, Johnny Mae and Christine and Barbara. And we used to get together and we would take care of the drinks. It would used to be a great big old wash tub, and it'd be full of drinks and full of ice. And I used to love the chocolate drinks, because I told y'all I was mauled by, my mama mauled me by chocolate milk. And so I would drink up all the chocolate drinks, and me and Christine them had to go get some more, put it in there, because Uncle James was going to come through and inspect. And if it wasn't like he was supposed to be, he was going to let you know about it. My Uncle James didn't play. He didn't play at all. I tell you, he didn't play radio, but it was something that he used to tell us. And he used to tell, I know he used to tell his wife and Johnny Lee, and he would get on Chris and them too about this here main topic, what I'm telling y'all about tonight. And it's really nothing bad about it, but for those of you that cannot accept the term, well, you might want to say butt licking if you don't want to say, but Uncle James didn't say that. He said ass licking. He said don't be that type of person to be an ass licker. And what he meant was, don't you put nobody above you. Don't you put nobody below you, but certainly don't put nobody above you, because in my book, I'm just as good as anybody else. And that's the way everybody should feel about their own self. You just as good as anybody else. Don't let nobody put you in the dozen to make you feel inferior to them just because maybe they got a little bit more money or a little bit more prestige in the community or whatever it might be. That don't make you better than me. That don't make you better than me, and then it sure ain't gonna let me. I tell everybody at my churches, when I first got there, I told them this, and believe it, I told them. If you want, just ask them. They'll tell you I told them. I said 2 things I don't do. I'm not going to lie on you, and I'm not going to kiss your behind to get along with you. That's 2 things I told them straight up. I got a bad back. It don't bend to kiss nobody's behind. No. Now I treat you right. God knows I treat you right, as long as you allow me to. And if you ain't gonna allow me to treat you right, then I would just rather leave you alone. But all this here butt licking, oh no, that's against the rule. That's against the rule. No, we are not gonna do that. As a matter of fact, my Uncle James, he was my great uncle. Like I told y'all, that was my grandmama brother. But he meant every word he said when he came to that. And my grandmama used to say the same thing. No, don't lick nobody now. You ain't got to do that. You treat people right. You treat them good as you can. But you ain't got to lick nobody down. When you start having to do that, you having to go too low. You having to go too low because, see, really and truly, in my book, you are no better than me. I'm no better than you. We all in this thing on a level playing ground. And we might as well act like that. We better stop trying to be so much above everybody because you are not. And it doesn't bother me when I see people act that way. I got to admit, it used to bother me, but it don't bother me anymore. I just take a look at it and I laugh. Because, see, I know it's something wrong with the people. The devil have misconstrued a lot of our heads. He done got our heads in the wrong places and everything. The devil have done that. And he got everybody thinking negative. And they want to make certain that they tell you you're negative, especially if you're telling the truth. But no, the truth is a light. Jesus said the truth will set you free. So the quicker you accept the truth, the quicker you will be free. So that's how come I said before y'all take offense at the title of this video, please look at the video and then you will know exactly where old Middleman is coming from. Middleman has decided that he was gonna try to get some more stuff done. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I done talked to a couple of people. We done talked about it and trying to get something up for the choir. I'm talking about my home church now. And there are some things I got in mind that I could probably do, but it's going to take the cooperation of people, and you don't want to embarrass no one. You don't want to embarrass people to have them coming and trying to sit in on your session, and they got to hear a bunch of cussing and fussing about this and about that and all that other crazy stuff that goes along with it. You don't want to bring nobody into nothing like that. So I'm really not. I'm just very peculiar about. I'm not for certain about doing it. I know I could do some things, but it's going to take the full cooperation of the people, and I'm going to have to interact with them. But I'm just, like I said, I don't feel it right now. I'm asking the Lord to give me some more insight on it, because right now I don't feel it. I really don't feel it because, see, I know the propensity. I know the ignorance that can get behind it. Or people can say they with you and then they're not with you. And then people can say they all right with this, but they are not all right with it, because people can make their mouths say anything, but the proof is in the pudding. In other words, you know the tree by the fruit. So, like I said, I'm a little cautious right now, but I had talked to one of the choir president. I had talked to Sister Honey, and I got some things, some ideas that I could employ for coming up for our choir day. I could employ it, but it's gonna take some cooperation from a few people that are gonna have to know how to use the technology as well. And I would have to teach them to do that. So therefore I would have to be in close contact with them. And on a regular basis, I would have to be talking with them and whatnot and trying to get them to get the things right and set it up and show them how to set it up. And that's going to be a job, which, I mean, it's going to be a big job, which I don't mind undertaking. But I do mind the stupidity that can come from it. And I don't want that, y'all. I don't want that. Y'all just going to have to pray for me, man, on this. Because, I mean, I'm asking God for a whole new level, a whole new look on this, outlook on this thing. Because I got a good idea of what I would love to try to do. And it would be nice, and it would work. But it's going to take cooperation. And that's what I haven't been getting lately from nobody, nowhere. So I'm just saying, for that being said, this middleman saying, whatever you get into, and as my Uncle James said, don't be nobody but liquor. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. You can treat people right, treat them nice and everything. They treat you nice and everything. But it should never have to be no butt licking like that. No. It should never have to be known like that. So with that said, this middleman saying peace and good night. Or good morning, I should say.